Those Mexican petunias are growing here. Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books, and I have pulled out another win. I finished Clear by Carys Davies just now. It's 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening, and yeah, go me. Anyway, this is going to be a short video because really all I have to say is that I read this book and enjoyed it. So I would say it's a novella length. It's 157 pages. Some of those are, acknowledgments and notes. So, and the chapters are brief with, blank space at the end. So it reads really quickly. It's a book that greatly benefits from reading it all in one sitting, which I mostly did. I read, maybe 10 pages last night. What in the world? It's a bug. 10 pages last night and maybe 20 here and there, like walking to school this morning and at lunch. But, the bulk of it, I just sat and read continuously from the time I got home. And I think that is definitely the way to read this book. It's very atmospheric and embedded in language, and just quiet. It's a very quiet read. So what is it, Doris? Come on now. So it's set in 1853. I forget the word they use for it historically, but breaking up of the Scottish church, Presbyterian. So like a third of the congregants are breaking away, and their intent is good, I think, wanting to establish more faith-based, people-led churches rather than, these wealthy landowners being able to just choose people to lead the churches that benefit them essentially, or their friends, and so, these ministers have like no support. They're not in modern times where, congregations can support themselves. So they have to find, supplemental income. So this man has married a woman late in their lives, like late. So I think the woman is like 41. I don't know how old the guy is when they marry. And he can't really support her. She doesn't have money left, from her father because her father had debt when he died. So without the church support, they've got to find something to support them. So his brother-in-law gets him a job going to a remote island like the Orkneys and the Shetlands off toward Norway. So this is also historically a time period where people who were left in these outlying places, like, they didn't own the land. They were supposed to work them and provide rent to the landowners. But these people are being replaced by sheep who don't need to be supervised, apparently. So this gentleman is tasked with sailing 800 miles to this remote island and telling the guy that lives there, you're no longer needed here, so you're out, and your livestock are just gonna be left to fend for themselves, or maybe we'll eat them, who knows. But yeah, sorry, your way of life is done. So anyway, this guy sails that way and does indeed land on the island by himself. There's nobody else there. It's just him and this other guy who doesn't even know he's there yet. And, like the second day he's there, he falls and busts his head and has a light case of temporary amnesia. And, you know, the other guy finds him, and so their lives ensue. It's very deeply, you know, the ponderings on, you know, the church and faith, lightly. It also talks about loneliness and relationships. I don't know. It's very quiet and very deep. Just a book that you think about for a while after you read it, which Carys Davies books tend to be that way. I've only read one other, which was, I forget at the moment, not Mission House. That's the one I have not read. But I adored her other one, about I believe it was the Native American, no. Yeah. No, West, yeah. That was it. I thought that book was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And so I want to read all of her works, I think. Oh, she's got a short story collection too. Anyway, I just think her books, like, she's brilliant with language and, you know, thoughts. I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, I think it's not a book for everyone. So if you want a lot of story, you know, this might not be it. It ends quite abruptly, but it needed to. I will say that, like, the characters, it's Ivar and Mary and Jonathan. So Ivar is the guy on the island, and Jonathan is the minister that, you know, takes the job to go evict him. And then Mary is his wife. And mostly it's back and forth between Ivar and Jonathan's perspectives, which are actually told in third person, and then a little bit from Mary's perspective. And you just, like, toward the end, I was like, gosh, I care about all three of these people, and I just don't know how the author is going to wrap it up in a way that is satisfactory to me. Because of the characters, I felt invested in them. But anyway, I was satisfied with how she ended it. But yeah, that's about it. It's a thought-provoking book, but I'm not quite sure what thoughts it's provoking. So maybe I should end it there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye. I finished my preschool book just in time. I got 10 minutes to get there. The kangaroo rat has 5 senses. The kangaroo rat sees a cactus. The kangaroo rat tastes a seed. The kangaroo rat smells danger. The kangaroo rat hears a desert fox. The kangaroo rat feels sand as it runs. The kangaroo rat is safe at home. Bye-bye, kangaroo rat. Snuck home early because I had to bring Brent's Mid-Autumn Festival loot, and my friend offered me a ride on her scooter. Oh, so much fun. And then one of my coworkers gave me this. It's a peanut cake, a gluten-free peanut cake, from the area, Hunan district that his wife is from. Cool, right?